My name is Lan. I was born in a small village where hardly anyone could read or write, and if anyone did, that privilege was always reserved for a son, someone expected to carry on the family name. No one questioned it. That's just how it was. There were too many mouths to feed, too much work to do. Each day was about filling our stomachs, not filling our heads with letters. My mother taught me to count using stones, to measure rice using an old milk can, just the things I'd need to survive. I never learned to read, never learned to write. At 15, I was married off to a man I barely knew. He wasn't violent, but he wasn't gentle either, mostly quiet, mostly gone. We had 3 children. One passed away young. The 2 who remained became my whole world. When my eldest son turned 5, I took him to school myself. I didn't understand a single thing the teacher said. But every day, I stayed outside the classroom window, listening to the scratch of chalk on the board, the teacher pronouncing each letter. One day, I heard my name mentioned. I couldn't see the board clearly from that far, but I thought to myself, my son must know how to write my name now. I memorized the rhythm of that classroom, a world I had never been allowed to enter. At home, I'd ask him, "What did you learn today, son?" He'd reply, "Letters, Mom." So I cooked while he read aloud. I folded laundry while he wrote in his notebook. I watched the pen dance across the page and imagined how it would feel to one day write my own name. When he wasn't home, as I tidied up his school books, I'd pick up his pen and try to copy the way he held it. That pen felt harder to hold than a knife for slaughtering chickens. I could cleanly butcher a bird, but I couldn't form a single neat letter. One day, my husband saw me. He asked what I was doing. I said I was trying to write. He scowled. "You don't even know the alphabet. Don't mess up the kid's notebook." I set the pen down, disappointed. Then our youngest, my daughter, reached school age. I walked her to class, just like her brother before her. I watched her learn to read, syllable by syllable. Sometimes she asked me what a word meant. I told her to go ask her father, or her brother. I didn't know. Later on, she asked, "Mom, why do you never sign your name? Just your thumbprint. Why don't you learn to read?" I smiled and said, "Because I'm busy working, so you can go to school. I need you to study hard and use your hands to write what I never could." We were poor. Some nights, dinner was just sweet potatoes and salt. I washed dishes for neighbors, took on odd sewing jobs, saved every bit of money I could. When my son passed the entrance exam to a school in the city, I sold my only pair of gold earrings, my wedding gift just to pay the fee. Neighbors said, "You barely have anything. And school. What good will that do?" I said. "To know how to read and write no matter the cost is worth it. I want to support my children all the way." Time passed. My son studied at a vocational school, worked hard, and became a small manager, his life stable, dignified. My daughter studied while working, earned her college degree, and eventually became a lecturer. One day, she brought home a thick book. She said, "Mom, I wrote this." I ran my fingers over the printed letters. Slowly, like I was afraid I might erase them. I couldn't read a word. but I could feel the beat of her heart in every line. I never learned to read, but my child wrote my life as a poem. Every sacrifice, every quiet night, every meal where I gave up the meat so they could have more. It was all written in a language beyond words, love. Now I'm old, still can't sign my name, but my daughter writes it for me, right next to this line. To the mother who couldn't read, but taught me everything.